one fact that people probably don't know about you is that you don't like the use of the word.
No, absolutely not.
Why?
I mean, you gotta realize so many people died hearing that word before they died, and it's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? When you you got rappers that use the N word 1,000 times in their songs, right? And you already know that the Caucasians, the white America, and the people around the world is gonna go out there and buy your music. A lot of times, the blacks are gonna bootleg your music, but the whites are gonna go out there and pay. The stadium gonna be filled up with white people. But you're saying the words over and over. You're using the N word over and over again, right? You want people to buy your music. You want them to be able to know your music, but you don't want them saying the N word. But you say it 1,000 times, but you want them buying it. You want them repeating after you. So that don't really make a lot of sense to me. If you don't want them saying it, then you shouldn't say it. You know, that's how I look at the situation.
I completely agree with that.
I don't want my kids using it. They're not gonna use it in front of me because because I heard myself saying it a long time ago, early on. But like I said before, it's all about growth. I've grown, and that's.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome everybody to my podcast. I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, man. And that was a clip from Floyd Mayweather. You know, a lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. You know what I mean? But, you know, every now and then, Floyd will give a jewel. You know what I'm saying? And I 100% agree with Floyd Mayweather. That word, the N word, should be X'd out of our vocabulary. I stopped saying it a long time ago. When I started getting knowledge of self, I stopped saying that word. Know what I mean? You know, when I was younger, like Floyd said, I didn't know any better. Know what I mean? I'm just shooting that word left and right. Know what I'm saying? You know, that's when you're younger. But it's all like Floyd said in the clip. It's all about growth, man. And a lot of people don't. You know, you're supposed to evolve, and a lot of people haven't evolved. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to evolve into something greater. You know what I mean? And using that word, it's a negative word, and it shouldn't be used at all. I totally agree with Floyd, man. You know what I'm saying? He gave a great example of, you know, rappers using the word, throwing the word around all day long. I believe that it should be some type of like fine you have to pay when you use that word. I agree. I don't see how people can get mad at somebody else using a word that's not of their skin tone. You know where I'm going with this. And you're using that word all day long, using it all in your music. You know what I mean? How can you get mad at somebody else who's not your skin tone? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. You know what I mean? But it's not right for you to say it either. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people died, you know, hearing that word. A lot of people, you know, fought not to use those words. You know what I'm saying? People used to fight when those words were used amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? It was a sign of disrespect back in the day. You know what I mean? Even using the black word, that's another word. You know what I mean? We gotta stop calling each other. We gotta stop calling each other black. You know what I'm saying? That's another terrible word as well that shouldn't be used in our vocabulary. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of things I don't agree with Floyd Mayweather when he does, the way he promotes his imagery, because imagery is everything. But when it comes to that N word, man, I totally agree with him. You know what I mean? I would not let my kids use that word. I wouldn't allow nobody to call me that. You know what I'm saying? Because we not that. We come from a royal bloodline. You know what I mean? We come from greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we shouldn't be using that word, period. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. So if you someone who's using that word on a regular basis, you can't get mad at somebody else, you know, throwing that word around like it's pennies on the ground. You know what I mean? And, you know, we got to elevate to something better and greater. And that's why I think what Floyd was trying to say in that clip, that we need to elevate and evolve into something greater, and us continue to stay at a level of ignorance you know, nothing will change. Not only will us, but with the way people perceive us out in public, man. Another thing that bothers me too is the sagging of the pants, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that just really irks the hell out of me, man. Know what I mean? To see young dudes, even dudes my age, around sagging their pants and grown as hell. That's another thing that drives me crazy, man. I just, for the life of me, I do not understand why that is still a fashion thing in 2023, and I'm sure it's gonna be around for another 10 years. Like, that it needs to be a law implemented to fine people for using the N word, fine people to, for people who sag their pants. You go out somewhere with your lady or with your family or whatever, and you got a young gentleman and he's walking with his underwear showing, man. No other group of people are doing it besides us, and it needs to stop because it's disgusting. And I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it. It's the most disgustingest thing I ever seen. I don't even know how. Well, I know how it was picked up. You know what I'm saying? These entertainers influence the youth, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but Pac started that. Know what I mean? Pac started that sagging pants thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person I know who made it popular early on. And then, rappers like Jim Jones and stuff like that solidified it. And, I think Jim Jones was more of the skinny jeans thing. I don't understand that either, man. Wearing pants so tight you can't even, and then the pants are super tight, and then you sagging your pants with the tight pants. It's like, it's just disgusting, man. I don't like the fashion. A lot of the fashion, the tight pants, the sagging pants. Definitely not the sagging pants, man. I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? Now, I know back in the 90s, we used to wear our stuff like mad baggy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Got some thunder going on. I'm sorry, guys, if you can hear that in the background. But I know, like, every generation has like a fashion sense that doesn't really, the elders don't really understand. But the sagging, I really don't understand that, because that is just so, not only is it disgusting, it's degrading. You're degrading yourself, you know what I'm saying? And again, once you start to get some knowledge in your head and you learn your history, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand where that originated from. The sagging pants, that originated from jail. So, it's a lot of fashion things that go on, and a lot of that stuff originated from jail, prison, but it's not a positive thing that's coming out of the jail thing. You know what I'm saying? That, you sag your pants in jail, that means you were available for, you know where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell would you want to pick up such a disgusting, a disgusting, I call it a fad, disgusting thing, I don't know, man. I just don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's disgusting, and but again, just think about the picture now. Imagery is everything, you know what I'm saying? You around throwing the N word all around all day. Now you walking around with your pants hanging off your underwear, you know what I'm saying? You look like a buffoon. You look like a idiot buffoon. You know what I mean? And I don't condone that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? This is why I preach, reading, like, you know what I'm saying, getting knowledge and understanding who you are in history. You know what I mean? A little bit of digging, you can understand your history. You'll learn who you are on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't know. A lot of us don't know. We're just lost. And not too long ago, I seen a young brother with his pants sagging, man, and I just looked like that. And I just said to my lady, I was like, how the hell is that still a fashion in this day and age? Like it's just disgusting, man. And I don't condone it. I don't condone using the N word. I think both things are disgusting. I don't think that no one should use the N word. And if you use the N word on a regular basis, you can't get mad at somebody who throws the N word your way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of energy you giving off. Know what I mean? You giving up that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at somebody else who use it, but you use it on a regular basis. So how is it right for you to use it? You know what I'm saying? You know where that word come from. And you cannot justify using the word. It's a negative word. You know what I'm saying? You can't flip it and talk about it's a positive word because no. It's a word that should not be used. You don't see other ethnicity of people using negative or vulgar words that they don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? You don't see other races of people using vulgar words, racist words amongst each other. Only us, man. Only us think that's okay, man. And it's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's disgusting. You look like a fool. You sound like a fool. And if you're a person who throws that word around like crazy, you are a fool. I'm here to tell you. I know these rappers using it in music all day long, you know what I'm saying? It don't make it right. Just because an entertainer uses or do something, don't make something right. If an entertainer is around wearing skinny jeans and sagging his pants off his butt, don't make it right. And now you got guys wearing purses and dresses and I don't know if that's just for shock value or if they really live that type of life. I don't know. But it's a thing going on to where they're trying to emasculate men. You know what I mean? And you gotta protect your sons, man. You gotta protect your kids in general, but your sons, you gotta protect them and what they watch and who's teaching them and how they're being taught today, because there's a real agenda going on that that society is trying to push on the young men. Even the women too, the young ladies too, you know what I mean? But I'm mainly talking about sagging pants and the N word. All that should be X'd out of our vocabulary and our style of dress, man. Man, go get you a suit, man. Go look right, man. You know what I'm saying? Wash yourself up. Get you a suit. Get fresh, man. I mean, really fresh. I'm not talking about sagging your pants and something that's disrespecting yourself, because that's what you're doing when you sag your pants and you floating the N-word around. You just basically disrespecting the ancestors and the elders and yourself. So all these things the ancestors did to get you to this point, now I mean, you just disrespecting them. Off rip, you just disrespecting them. Know what I mean? So if you don't respect yourself, how the hell you expect to get respect in society? You sagging your pants and you blatantly using the N-word like it's no tomorrow. How the hell you expect to get some respect, man? Just answer that. You know what I'm saying? Answer that. You're not going to get any respect. Nobody's going to respect you. I don't understand how you think it's okay to be walking around with your pants off your butt. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get how you feel that's you think you look good doing that. You know what I'm saying? And where's people's parents at? That's what I want to know. And that's gotta be the thing too. People are not getting proper parenting. You know what I'm saying? When it all boils down to, people are not getting the proper parenting. People are not being taught the proper way to carry themselves in society. It's obvious because no grown person, even younger or older, would, carry himself that way and not only disrespect themselves, but disrespect the people that see you with your pants coming off your butt, man. And I have to put some of the blame on the ladies. You ladies are out here, thinking it's okay to date men like that. Instead of telling your man to pick his pants up and put a belt on, you just let him, walk around with no belt on. You know what I'm saying? Or you won't buy him a belt. Know what I mean? It's nothing to go to Walmart or Target or any one of these, clothing places and buy department stores or whatever you want to call it and buy him a belt. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. And I have to put some of the blame on the women, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you allow that. You allow that. You allow that. A lot of that could be stopped if women are like, "Yo, I'm not rocking with you with your pants hanging off your butt like that. I'm not going out in public with you with your pants hanging off your butt like that." A lot of that could be stopped. You know what I mean? Women can stop a lot of this stuff that's going on with these young men. You allow it, man. The way they treat you and all that. You women allow it. You know what I'm saying? You allow it. So some of the blame gotta go on the women, man. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, you did some stuff like that. You wouldn't have no play back in the day. Walking out in public with your pants off your butt, you wouldn't have no play. You know what I'm saying? Women had, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was younger, women had integrity. They, you know what I'm saying? They had respect for themselves. So if you allow your man to walk out in public with you like that, not only is he disrespecting himself, he's disrespecting you. And if he has children with you, the whole family's being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't get no play back in the day if you dress like that. Man, people, what? Come on. Like, but yo, it takes everybody, man, to change people. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they don't want to change itself, you wouldn't get stop a lot of it, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm not going out with you like that. Either you put on the belt or I buy you a belt, or we not going nowhere. It's just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that N word needs to be dead, man. You know what I mean? It needs to be dead. It needs to be taken out the English vocabulary, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever laws you're going to pass, fine people, you know what I'm saying, who put it in their music. Find people who, you know what I'm saying, start finding people who put in their music. That's where the problem starts. And it's all in the music. Start finding these record companies who putting out this negative words in their music. Start finding them, man. Especially that one, man. You know what I'm saying? Start finding these record companies, and you know they'll start bleeping that word out. You know, it just seems like, you know, you can say the N word, it's okay. You know, you can go on all these platforms and say the N word, that's okay. But you say something that offends a certain group of people, that's not okay. But you know, when it comes to, you know, that N word, it seems like you can let that fly or whatever. You know what I mean? You won't get no repercussions for that. You know, you can go on YouTube and say the N word. You can go all these platforms and say the N word. But if you offend certain groups of people, then no, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? But yo, kill that N word, man. Pick up your pants and put on the belt, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say it, but you young dudes need to pick your pants up and put on the belt like a decent person, and stop walking around here like a clown. Because that's what you guys look like. Clowns. Pants hanging off your butt like a clown. Put a belt on and look presentable. Get you a suit, man. Get you a shirt and tie with some jeans. Start looking like men and not like clowns, man. Because that's what you look like. Trying to follow after these entertainers. These entertainers going to lead you down the wrong path. A lot of these entertainers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you entertainers want to be Lil Wayne and all that, you know what I mean? Following Lil Wayne and all these entertainers. You let them do that, man. Because they got some things going on behind closed doors that you're not trying to be a part of, I don't think. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. So, you know, whatever they got going on, let them have that going on, man. You stop being a follower and be a leader. Where are the leaders at? You know what I'm saying? Most people are followers, man. They ain't no leaders no more. They want to follow everything an entertainer does. And this is why I mean by putting these entertainers on pedestals like they something great. They're human too, like everybody else, man. Like I try to say, man, on Pac and all that, he's human, man. You know what I mean? He started that whole pants sagging thing, like, you know what I'm saying? He started that. And you can say, oh, he was young, this and the third, but you know what I mean? But he started that mess, man. And it's been going on since he started it. There's no way in hell, man, that the people still should be wearing pants off their butt. No way, man. It's disgusting, man. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like it, and they need to start handing out fines, man. Straight up and down, man. Start handing out fines to people who do that, and that would stop. That would stop. You start handing out $100, $200, $500 fines to people. You know what I mean? You want a way to make some revenue in your city? You know what I'm saying? Have them push laws to fine people who sag their pants. $500 a pop. It'll stop. It'll stop. That's sad. You have to force the issue like that. You know what I mean? Because people are not adult enough to wear a belt. You know what I'm saying? But start passing out fines, man. Pick up their pants real quick when you got to pay $500 a pop for you sagging your pants. Let's see how much you really like it when you gotta dish out $500 each time you're in public. You know what I'm saying? Sagging your pants like that. Now it's crazy. Yo, peep game though. It's crazy. You can't walk around in nude in public. You know what I'm saying? That's called indecent exposure. But these young dudes and some of these old dudes too walking around here with their pants sagging. That's not indecent exposure? That's not? It seems like it to me, because 9 times out of 10, I don't think anybody wants to see somebody's underwear at the end of the day. That's facts. So how the hell can you go to jail for walking around naked in public, but you can have your pants hanging off your butt? That's okay in public. That's okay. Come on, man. But that's all I gotta say, man. This one was gonna be short, you know what I mean? This one's gonna be short. Like I say, kill that N-word, pick up your pants, put on a belt, man. You know what I mean? And represent yourself right, man. But yo, that's my take in this podcast episode. I am your gracious host, Keep It Alive. And I just want to say peace and love to everybody. Thank you. Well.